Do you really have to walk 10,000 steps a day? Imagine this. You're lying on your couch scrolling through your phone and suddenly, bam, you see yet another fitness guru screaming, if you don't walk 10,000 steps a day, you're basically doomed. Wait, what? Who decided this? Is it written in some ancient scroll? Was it a commandment we all forgot about? Before you panic and start pacing around your living room, let's dig into this number. Because spoiler alert, 10,000 steps is not some magical fitness law. Oh, and while we're on the topic of numbers, you know what actually helps? Liking this video and hitting that subscribe button. It doesn't burn calories, but it does help the channel. Where did 10,000 steps come from? Alright, first things first. Where did this number even come from? Was it a team of scientists? A medical breakthrough? Nope. It was marketing. Back in the 1960s, a Japanese company was selling a pedometer called Manpo-K, which literally means 10,000 steps meter. They needed a catchy slogan, and 10,000 sounded impressive. Plus, in Japanese culture, the number represents something big and fulfilling. And just like that, the world decided to treat this as gospel. Did anyone stop to check if this number was actually necessary? Nope. We just accepted it, like how we accept that socks magically disappear in the laundry. What does science say? Okay, but just because it started as marketing doesn't mean it's completely wrong, right? Walking is good for you. But do you really need 10,000 steps? Well, science says not necessarily. A study from Harvard found that walking as little as 4,400 steps per day already reduces the risk of early death. Another study in JAMA Internal Medicine showed that benefits actually start leveling off around 7,500 steps, meaning extra steps don't necessarily add extra years to your life. In other words, walking is great, but obsessing over 10,000 steps is unnecessary. So, if you've been stressing about hitting that number every day, relax. You're not failing at fitness. You're just a victim of really good marketing. How many steps do you actually need? So, if 10,000 steps is just a random number, how many do you actually need? Well, it depends on your goals. If you just want to stay healthy, research suggests that 5,000 to 7,500 steps per day is enough. If you want to lose weight, it's not just about steps. You need to burn more calories than you consume. Some people might benefit from 8,000 to 12,000 steps per day, but honestly, your diet is doing most of the work. And if you're training for a marathon, well, you're probably laughing at the idea of counting steps. The point is, there's no one-size-fits-all number. Your lifestyle, metabolism, and activity level matter more than an arbitrary step count. Quality over quantity. Here's something nobody talks about. Not all steps are created equal. Dragging yourself around your apartment all day in slow motion isn't the same as taking 5,000 brisk steps outdoors. Studies show that walking speed and intensity matter more than the number itself. A 30-minute brisk walk can have the same health benefits as hours of slow strolling. And let's be honest, forcing yourself to hit 10,000 steps just for the sake of a number can be exhausting. If your fitness tracker is making you anxious instead of active, you're missing the whole point of movement. The bigger picture. So if 10,000 steps isn't the golden rule, what actually matters? First, let's talk about movement in general. Research suggests that sitting for long periods is more harmful than not hitting a step goal. Even if you exercise daily, sitting for 8+ hours straight still increases health risks. That's why experts recommend moving every hour, even if it's just standing up, stretching, or walking to the fridge to stare at your food options. Second, strength training matters too. Walking is amazing for your heart, but your muscles and bones need resistance. That's why doctors suggest combining walking with strength training at least twice a week. And finally, enjoying your activity is the key to staying consistent. If walking feels like a chore, try hiking, dancing, playing with your dog, or even chasing your runaway grocery cart. The best workout is the one you actually like doing. So, do you have to walk 10,000 steps? Let's wrap this up. Do you have to walk 10,000 steps a day? No. Is walking good for you? Absolutely. But the real goal isn't to hit some magic number. It's to move your body in a way that feels sustainable and enjoyable. If that means walking 10,000 steps, great. If it means 5,000 steps plus some strength training, that's great too. If it means dancing in your living room for 20 minutes, guess what? That counts. Instead of obsessing over numbers, just ask yourself, am I moving enough to feel good and stay healthy? If the answer is yes, you're doing just fine.